Hey socialites, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Ariell. I create mainly beauty videos, fragrance, and lifestyle vlogs. So be sure to hit the subscribe button so you too can become a socialite. So today's video is going to be my favorite unisex fragrances. Now this is a video I really wanted to create because I'm not really a unisex fragrance girly, you know what I mean? I'm one of those who prefers the ultra feminine, ultra girly fragrances that there's no mistaking this is for a lady. The softer, more airier, or either super sweet, fruity, floral fragrances, that's pretty much up my alley. But over the past few years, I have collected a few fragrances that would fall in that unisex category. These are fragrances that blew me away and took that notion out of my head that I only like super girly fragrances because they smelled just that good. Every single fragrance that I mentioned today will be linked down below in the description box, so be sure to check that out. First fragrance is a fragrance that I've talked about several times at this point on my channel. I even have a dedicated review to this fragrance. It's not a new fragrance, but this is Girly from Tiziana Torenzi. My top is kind of wonky, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the top off. So this is Girly, very beautiful, heavy weighted bottle. This would definitely, for me, fall into the unisex category. This is a super fruity, a little floral, but heavily musky fragrance. This is one of those strong, sort of beast mode, super projecting fragrances that for me, I feel like would be wearable for a man or a woman. I did get this fragrance maybe 2 to 3 years ago for my birthday, I think 2 birthdays ago. And we were walking through Saks and the ladies stopped us they had actually had a sale on Tiziana Torenzi. They stopped us. I smelled a few. This one stood out by far. At the time that I got this, it became, I want to say, the first unisex type fragrance in my collection. Completely different from anything I've ever worn or gravitated towards. Oh, so beautiful, super intoxicating. It's just a gorgeous, fruity scent. Don't think fruity like apple, pear, plum. Think fruity like exotic fruits, passion fruits, and types of fruits that you've never seen before, never heard of. That's what's in here. It's sort of exotical. It's super musky and heavy and moody and deep, a little bit dark, and for those reasons I think it would be perfect for a man as well, equally, but it is absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, this is Girly from Tiziana Torenzi. Next up is Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. Now I've been having this one for maybe 3 years or so. This is a beautiful cherry, slightly boozy, a little spicy, just a little bit spicy type fragrance. This is another fragrance that when I got it, completely different. To this day, I don't have any type of fragrance like this with the cherry note in it. It really stands out, and at the time, I don't think I had ever smelled a fragrance like this before. I feel like now there are more fragrances on the market that sort of resemble this, but at the time, it was one of a kind. This is a beautiful fragrance, you guys. It smells expensive. It's sort of, the cherry in this is a little bit syrupy sweet, although the overall feel of the fragrance isn't extremely syrupy sweet, if you get what I mean. But this is a very beautiful fragrance. Doesn't last very long. This fragrance probably lasts about 2 to 3 hours on the skin before it wears out. So this is something you have to sort of pack with you in your bag when you leave out. But it is very gorgeous and super beautiful scent, you guys. Super beautiful. Comment down below if you've tried Lost Cherry before. Because it has sort of that smoky, deep edge to it, I feel like this is something that a man could wear as well. Equally beautiful on a woman. To me, this is equal across the board that a man or a woman could wear this and pull it off. When I first smelled it in the store, I knew I had to have it. So yeah, beautiful fragrance, Tom Ford Lost Cherry. Let's keep that same Tom Ford energy and talk a little bit about Tom Ford's Bitter Peach. Y'all, this is such a beautiful spicy scent. This smells like a bitter fruit, like maybe an orange or a peach that has been sitting for a couple weeks, and with a little cinnamon and maybe cardamom and spices sprinkled on it. Very intoxicating. It's a deeper fragrance, sort of moody, slightly musky, but heavier on the spice than the musk. It's so well rounded and blended so creamy and perfectly. This is a beautiful fragrance, but because it's so deep and so spicy, I feel like a man could absolutely pull this off as well. And all the fragrances that I'm talking about today, I did have my man smell all of it, and he did agree that a man could pull these off, even if they're ones that he wouldn't necessarily wear. He did say that a man could definitely pull it off. He was a little shocked at that, but these are beautiful. Yes, comment down below if you've tried Bitter Peach from Tom Ford. Beautiful, deep, a little boozy as well, spicy, moody, fruity scent. Next up is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. This is actually one of the monthly fragrances that I got a while ago when I was getting Scentbird. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue is like a soft, aquatic, watery scent, slightly musky, a little sweet, a little watery, and I think a man or a woman could wear this. I do put it on my son because it's light, and I just feel like this can be equally worn for a woman or a man and be beautiful. This is probably the softest unisex scent that I own. It's pretty, it's a little sweet, but not too sweet, not like a girly sweet, just sweet enough. It doesn't seem like it's a whole lot going on in this scent. Light blue is also a classic, but almost a little floral in there as well. This is a very casual scent, something you could wear every day to work. It would be non-offensive because it doesn't have those super strong spices like the other ones that I talked about earlier. So yeah, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Next, I want to talk about some fragrances that are completely new to me, and these are unisex as well. So it's from a company called Fulton and Roark. Now these were gifted to me a couple of weeks ago, so I've been sort of wearing them for a couple of weeks. Y'all, I love them. Me and my guy have been wearing them. It came with actually a soap. Here's what the soap looks like. I tried to fit it back in the bag that it came out of. So it's one of those soaps that has like the, I'm not sure if it's like herbs in here that almost makes it a little bit rough, a little abrasive slightly. So when you use it in the bath, it also gives you a light exfoliant. Oh, smells so good. This is one that smells equally as good on a man as a woman. Think of, imagine shea butter, but a little sweet, a little earthy, an undertone of woodsy, but a creamy woodsy, soft though. This is not one of those strong powerhouses like one of the Tom Fords or like a Tiziana Torenzi. This is like a mellow scent. Definitely something you could wear to bed. Definitely something you could wear every day, non-offensive, but then still smell really good and really clean. When I first got it in, I had him wear it first for like the first couple nights. He took a shower with it, and then I started taking a shower with it, and he didn't realize that I did and was like, oh my God, you smell so good. And it was the same thing he had on. It smells a little different on him than me. I'm supposing it's the body chemistry, but it smells equally as good on him as me. Y'all, you gotta try it. So they also have this is one of those fragrances that when you twist it, it comes in like a little melty thing. It's really soft, almost like a little soft oil, like a creamy, turns into an oil, and then you can apply it wherever you want to apply it. This is the same scent as the soap, which is called Blue Ridge. It's sandalwood, sage, and amber. So, ooh, yeah, it's the amber that makes that beautiful undertone. You guys smell so good. The fragrance, the little fragrance oil, it smells soft just like the soap. A little sweet, a little earthy, creamy, just a hint of woodsiness in there. I guess that's the sandalwood, but it's a creamy, soft, a little sweet woodsy. It's not like that super strong, super masculine woodsy. It's a soft wood. And then also they have something called Formula 5 Oil. Super quality glass bottle, and this is the same scent that has the sandalwood, the amber, and the sage. This one may actually be softer than this one, although they're both soft. A little earthy, sweet, a little woodsy, and really clean. It gives off really clean. If you're somebody that wants to smell good but don't want to be super offensive, if you want something to wear every day where you can make a statement but not doing too much, y'all, this is it. If you want something that can cross the gender boundaries, this is it. Smells so good, and I'm excited to see what else they offer. Next unisex fragrance is going to be Mason Francis Kirk Dijon Baccarat 540. This is the X-Straight version. Smells so good. This is another ambery scent, a lot heavier than the one that I just showed you guys from Fulton and Roark. This is super dense. The one from Fulton and Roark is not dense like that. It's lighter. This one's deep, sweet, ambery. It's heavy on the saffron, so it's going to have that sexy edge to it. There's a little bit of almond in here that makes it a tiny bit creamy as well. So gorgeous, and at the time that I got this, it was super unique. I feel like everybody's making sense to smell something like this now, but because this X-Straight version is so deep and moody, heavy on the saffron, I feel like a man could definitely pull this off easy. This is one of those fragrances that's sort of fancy. I prefer to wear this to either a nice restaurant or at night. And the last fragrance is one that I got from Sandbox, you guys. I told y'all about Sandbox on one of my last videos. It's similar to Scentbird, except it's more upscale and they have a lot more fragrances to choose from. And this fragrance is one that we talked about when I did the Kirke video, which is Herba Pura from Xerjoff. Super similar to Kirke, except imagine the fruits are different. It has exotic fruits in here, but it's different exotic fruits. Super powerhouse, strong projector, and very moody, and that's why I say a man or a woman could wear it, because it's just that strong. In fact, this is one that I don't even wear because it's a little too strong for me, but I know so many women who love this one. Beautiful. I smell an undertone of amber in here, exotic fruits, and super heavy on the musk. So that's it for my favorite unisex fragrances. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Comment down below if you enjoy unisex fragrances, and if so, what's your favorite? Every fragrance that I mentioned today will be linked down below in the description box, so be sure to check that out. If you're new here, welcome. I would love for you to come join the family by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.